Are you tired of putting so much money into this game and getting absolutely nothing you wanted? Head on over to MrMutCoin.com and use code GS for 15% off all your purchases, which include player training coins and more. Link is in the description. What's going on, guys? GS here, and welcome back to another Madden 20 video. And what a video you guys decided to check out. Today, we are showcasing the debut of Robert Gronkowski limited edition 10-year anniversary tight end card. 93 overall, fully powered up, 86 speed, 78 run block, 87 strength. Now we went ahead and paid $2 million, $9K for this card. So $2 million and $9K. So you gotta drop a like for the video. We did it for the people, and we're actually keeping this card. We did a gameplay with Russell Wilson. I bought him for 1.5 and then sold him for a little over $1 million flat. We bit the bill on that one, and that didn't work out for us. We lost quite a bit, but it was a good video though. The card is really good, but like I said in the video, there's no reason to get him over Andrew Luck at this point. Absolutely none whatsoever. But you take a look, we got Streak Specialist, Matchup Nightmare, and Red Zone Threat on this Gronkowski card. Now, I made a mistake and I didn't realize it until the game started. Now, I have Randy Moss active. Now, that's not a mistake. I actually wanted Moss active, but the abilities on him were not the ones I need to run my head-to-head offense. Now, for squads, I have Slant Specialist and I have Grab and Go on him. Not the Post Specialist that I need for my head-to-head offense. And I didn't realize that until I came out my first offensive play, and I went ahead and realized I did not have the Post Specialist on him, so he was not going to have the better route running and catching for the specific route that I need him to run when I have him active. And defensive, you guys seen the previous video, we changed the Broncos chem. We got Harris Jr., Champ Bailey, and Willie Brown all active, all man out defense, and we match up against Grab the Glizzy. Now this name was familiar to me because he actually played AKG in Weekend League yesterday, and he actually beat him the first game, and they matched up immediately the next game, and AKG won that game. So if you're able to hang with AKG, let alone beat him, I know you're good. Now I wasn't paying attention to the game that much, but I do know that he beat AKG, so it's like, okay, we got to sit up in our chair and really try to focus this game, because I know that he's going to be good because of him being able to beat AKG in Weekend League. So right here, I notice I don't have Moss active. You see the white X, I need it to be red, that way I know he's got the post, but he doesn't have it, and right there I was like, oh, I was upset because that changes that entire stick up and nod play. Entire play, because when he's active with Post Special, he's so good. So on 3rd and 8 in field goal range, I figure, you know what, let's just chuck it up Streak Specialist, and maybe I should have did an inside precision. I did like an outside shoulder, trying to see if I can aggressive catch it, and he doesn't come down with it. So I feel like maybe if I did an inside precision, he would have had a better chance. So, but unfortunately, he doesn't hold on to it. I wish he was in the red zone, because then it kind of would have been a double factor of him being in the red zone and him having Streak Specialist. But my opponent comes out in a tight set, but then he immediately gets out of it once he sees the defense I'm in, and he actually has a very unique offense. He comes out and trips tight end, and he has this motion right there to block, and every time he did this motion, like, right there was my responsibility. I really didn't think he would hit the running back. That's my fault. But every time he did this motion, the slot receiver would then move up, and it kind of would just mess up the press of my defense. Like, I would have my shade and they would just react differently, like, and I wasn't really catching on to how effective this motion really was. I do see his defense though, and it's like, I really want to swing, eat some dirt, son. I really want to try to get Gronk involved, but the defense he's putting on the field is just way too sweet for me to just not run the ball. And I know the run was going to eat him up if he didn't, you know, come out in that. Speaking of eating him up in the run, big juke by him, and he goes all the way into the red zone. Thankfully, Tillman is able to track him down. You know, it's like I want to get Gronk involved. You know, I'm trying to just showcase the new card and trying to have fun, but I knew it was going to be a sweaty. And I knew it was going to be very difficult for me to get a tight end involved, because my offense doesn't have tight end capabilities really in it. So if I get him involved, it's going to be me really forcing the issue to try and get him some plays. But it's like, okay, it's going to be a sweat. I'm going to try my best to get him involved in this game. I'm keeping him, unlike Russell Wilson, so he's definitely going to be in future videos from here on out. But when the situation calls for it, I'm going to try to give him the ball, but I got to set up the run. Even though I don't have any running backs active, I can't let him just come out in his, what is it, in quarters, 3-5, 3-3-5, I'm not sure what he's in, but it's very, very run-friendly defenses. As you can see, nice little spin move right there. If we were active, we would have had so much. Unfortunately, though, we get stuck on 3rd and inches. 5 wide, jet touch pass, and beautiful blocking. Just like that, Bo Jackson takes it all the way to the house. I definitely love that play. It's so sneaky. And I used to put Lane Johnson at tight end, but now with Gronk, with stupendous run blocking, almost 80 run block, I can put him there, and Delaney Walker and Kittle have all 3 tight ends out there. And it's usually only good for just one time, right? I'm going to catch him off guard just one time. But he continues to pass the ball, and again, every time, like, Bailey's just getting cooked. And Bailey has dominated full-blown Momo with man-up defense. I mean, full-blown Moss with sprinter camp. Kept up with him, shutting him down every it didn't matter. But this guy, that one motion is moving Ho up, and it's just, my press just is acting different how it normally would. And usually I'll go on ahead and I'll check my Elgato, I'll run it back so I can see what's, now since I'm recording this game, I can't go back on the Elgato to really see what's going on. I'm just not picking up what he's doing yet. Right here, I do notice that he's pressing Moss. He covers the streak. He doesn't cover the streak, excuse me. He covers the slant. Moss is one-on-one on the outside. We have big speed advantage, so we hit him over the top. That time he actually played it very well on the outside on the touch pass jet sweep. 2nd and 10. Right here, Gronk shines. We have him on a streak, and he's in the red zone, so it's like double trouble right there, double active abilities, and we inside precision. We go for the possession catch, and Gronkowski does come up with the touchdown in his debut. Now, I can't stop this guy. This motion that he's doing is just killing me. Like, I can't figure out what he's doing. He's just doing this one motion, and my defense is just not doing what it is it's supposed to do. Like, but right here, he forces up the pass. Previously, earlier on in the game, that was open, and this time it was bagged. Right here, bagged on 3rd and 8, runs for his life, incomplete pass. Now he's going to go for it on 4th down. He feels a little froggy, and we go on ahead and we send out. So what I started to pick up on is that he did not put his tight end on a route at all. And that just allowed me to, once I figured it out last drive, I was blitzing Ty Law, which allowed me to get extra pressure towards his Vic. Now right here, this is just being smart. I see the defense he's in pinch bucko. I motion my guy to get extra blocking. I need just a few seconds to hit that corner out right there with Momo, and that's exactly what happens. Randy Moss with the big 1st down. And then again, right here, we dive down just so I can take more time away, because I'm not gonna lie, his offense got me confused. Right here, big pro tip from a non-pro player. If you want a QB sneak, just go on conservative. That way you don't fumble. We've all probably fumbled on QB sneaks. I know I have. Go on conservative. Get your QB sneaks on. If you get popped, you're not going to fumble. You're welcome. Hit the like button if you're now going to utilize that tactic because you didn't learn that nowhere else, so you never even thought about it until here. Look at me making y'all better. Look at me making y'all better inside the 3-yard line. Very smart tactic, man. Definitely utilize that. Go on conservative running, and then just go on ahead and run your QB sneaks. Only thing is, I forgot to take it off conservative to start the 2nd half, and I left it on conservative the entire game anyways. But we're finally up 2 possessions. He does get ball at the half, and I'm having trouble picking up on what he's doing. But again, it took me a little later, but it's like, okay, we figured it out. He's blocking his tight end. He's doing his motion block, and Ho is moving up into the slot, and it's kind of just making things a little wacky. But we're gonna blitz Ty Law. We're gonna switch up some zones. We're gonna, instead of having Ken Houston blitz on the spot, we're gonna put him on a purple. We're gonna try different things to create pressure and good defense. Now right here, Chris Harris Jr. does get beat over the top. Now I feel like that right there was my fault. He did have Bazooka active, so he just completely flung the ball, and I've played about 12 games with Harris earlier on in today in squads, and he was just lights out for me, right? I really feel like me clicking on, going for the pick was a no-no. I feel like if I go for the SWAT, I get it. But nonetheless, I believe I scored every time I touched the ball. So good offense so far. Good offense, but defense is just not doing well. Like I said, he knows what he's doing. Right here, we take off with Vic. We're going to slide, and we're inches short of the first down. We're going to go ahead and run the ball. And like I said previously, like his run defense really wasn't the best. Like, not very good run defense. Right here, we take off with Vic again. And he was kind of holding Y just in case I threw it to the side guy right there. But he ends up jumping because I didn't pass the line of scrimmage yet. Right here, we try to sneak in a run, 2nd and 7. We fail. Now, 3rd and 6. This is a big play. He's in his 3-3-5. Cover 3 with the spy, and we get nothing. 4th down, I'm not punting the ball. I feel more confident picking up a 1st down than I do stopping him at some point. And what a beautiful low precision pass right there to Moss, and thankfully he holds on to it. And that right there is big because that puts me in field goal range, and that allows me to go up at least 2 possessions. Look at this run right here. We hit Bo right here, right? Look at this. We swerve inside. We hit the outside back, and then we swerve inside again, and then we end up scoring. I mean, you can't teach that stick. You just got to go on ahead and figure that out on your own. That was beautiful precision, precise, patience. Just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful stick right there, and we end up scoring. So this time, now I know for sure what he's doing. I'm blitzing extra guys, making it very difficult for him. He tosses it up, and we get the pick. So Gronkowski, in his debut, does come through with the touchdown against a top 20 opponent. I go ahead and I show you guys that he is number 16 on the leaderboard. And very, very, very tough game. Would have loved to play someone a lot easier so I could have more Gronk highlights, but he pretty much prevented me from doing that. But we got 1 touchdown in. Hopefully you guys enjoy, man. We're going to go ahead and be signing up. Appreciate the love and support. As always, go ahead and hit that like button on your way out, man. Go ahead and show support for the coins that we spent, the time that we spent for bringing you guys this production. Truly love you guys from the bottom of my heart, man. Again, appreciate the support. Again, we showcase right here, number 16 on the leaderboards. GG's to him. GG's to my man Gronk coming through with a touchdown when we needed it. Until next time, peace!